Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 21 of the Subscription Podcast. All right, you know why that's exciting? Because Louis came on a couple weeks ago and he said, statistically, most podcasts don't make it I think it's only 10% of the podcasts make it past 3 episodes. And then beyond that, the balance that are left, only 10% make it past 20 episodes.
Guess what? We made it.
It's
episode 21, baby. We made it.
That's amazing. Do the quick math. Tell us what percent we're in. Somebody drop in the comments. So this is a fun episode today because this is the start of Alex and I's 100 hours in the studio living on subscription only. We're going crazy today, and we're going to spend the next 100 hours here in the studio living off subscription only, the things we can subscribe to.
Let's hear your best Mr. Beast voice. Like, how would you start off that YouTube video?
Alex and I are going to be spending the next 100 hours here in the studio living off only things that we can get via subscription.
Let's do it. But first,
he's going to eat this whole cake.
That's exactly it. That was perfect.
Yeah. So what I'm excited to see is how fast the viewership drops off on this video when we say we're not actually doing that right now. But we're going to talk about that today. If we think we could do it, if we think we could live for 100 hours in the studio with subscription, and then we're going to talk through what that would look like. I want to visit a couple things on Netflix, and I saw a stat today on their ad-free numbers being inflated. We're going to dive into an affiliate program on Haya Vitamins a little bit. We're going to talk about your dating life, robo lawnmowers, and then end with Name That Subscription. So, you ready to dive into it?
I'm ready.
Hey, first things first, let's big shout out to Louis from our team here. He got married last weekend. The whole team was up there celebrating. We had an absolute blast.
Congrats, Louis. We didn't think he could do it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. That was a blast.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we need to do more. We just need to make more people get married so we can all do that again.
All day.
Yeah,
all day.
We can do that. I can get married a few times if we need to.
So, Bradley is subscribing to marriage.
Yes, recurring on a monthly basis. Yep.
Ladies, you can get a membership in Bradley right now for only $3.99 a month. With that $3.99,
you're underselling me way
$400 a month.
You need to pay as you.
That's like rent.
I thought you meant $3.99.
You need to pay when you need it, don't when you don't.
Is Tinder the main thing right now? Is that the main thing?
I think Hinge, at least in our.
Why did you go to Tinder then?
I just was checking it out. You know, I because the last time I'm on the apps, you know.
Yeah.
And last time or a couple times ago I was on the podcast, we did talk about it and their pricing tiers.
Okay.
And how I kind of felt like, you know, the short-term monthly subscription is so expensive compared to the 6-month. Like, you really get a lot more value, but also I don't want to commit to 6 months of it if I don't know if I'm going to get any value out of it. But anyway, I was on there checking it out yesterday, and I noticed that, I don't know when they made this change, but I noticed they offered a weekly price point, and also for the monthly and biannual offerings, the main eye-catching price point was a weekly per dollar per week.
Okay,
price
were
point
they taking
instead of per month?
Were they taking a monthly price and breaking it down per week for you to show how it's more palatable, or could you pay per week?
You could pay per week as the shortest term option. It was like for their lowest tier.
How much?
It was something like $20 for the week.
$20 for the week
for the lowest tier.
And you have to take the girl on a date.
They have 3 tiers
and for dinner, and you have to pay for the movie.
I think my skeptical thing is that one of the main inhibiting factors of the free memberships on all these apps is they very much limit how many likes you can send. Mm-hmm. But maybe I'm outing myself as just not very swipeable. But I'm also
Alex. Stop! You are extremely swipeable.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Swipeable.
Okay. You'd swipe right on me?
Yes, all day. You're a handsome, amazing guy.
I'm convinced too that I think subscribing, they don't necessarily say it. They say you become high priority. You get to the front of other people's queue of swipes faster than others. But I'm convinced that by subscribing, it boosts to your impressions, like the amount of times that you'll show up as
the algorithm feeds you up more.
Yeah, I think so too. And they even sell as a one-off purchase boosts where for a half hour it gives you all kind of dopamine 8x, 12x, whatever, and you're boosted for 30 minutes and you're supposed to just get all kinds of impressions during that. But anyway, long story short, I thought it was cool that they offered the weekly price point.
Gosh,
because if you're away on a trip for a week or something and you want to mix it up, you can just sign up for a week.
When did they move to a paid? Has Tinder always known to you as a paid service?
I remember early they had, because we used to go, I worked for the football team at Michigan State, and when we would go on road trips for the weekend, it'd be fun, like pay for Tinder
girls.
Pro,
Yeah.
And I think it was just Tinder Gold there was one tier, and you got access to like the passport feature and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. So which one did you opt for when you signed up?
I did the gold for 1 month. It's the middle tier. So there's plus, gold, and platinum.
Wild.
And I don't know. I looked at what I was comfortable
Do you
spending
feel like
more
that's
than
too
anything
much?
to see.
3 tiers?
No, because I don't. I mean, Patrick Campbell will tell you that, and in all the pricing research they've done, like having at least 3 tiers is typically the best as far as giving people choice and options. And usually what you do is you put like super low budget one, middle of the road, and then the next one's like really high.
To me, the entry level one, the Tinder Plus, it didn't seem like you got enough for it to be worth it. But honestly, I can't tell you right now the difference between all the tiers. I went with the middle option.
Right.
That's Alex Chahine. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Talked about that at SubSummit a couple years ago. I remember the small, medium, large people, this psychology of people picking the middle option without even thinking about it until now. I just chose the middle option because it was overwhelming.
Do you remember the pricing of like the basic and gold and platinum? Do you remember the differences on them?
It's a lot. Now that I'm subscribed, I can't see the lower.
Yeah. Do you have it at
price,
Bradley? Do you have the option to subscribe and see what they're throwing at you?
Yeah.
Because end of the day, it's expensive, and I've been thinking about this for probably over a year now of just trying it to see if it's worth it. If I see a noticeable difference,
I'm not signed in.
We'll see.
I can try to maybe send her the phone number. I don't even remember what my Tinder is.
But end of the day, I thought it was cool that they had the weekly option because that was new. I hadn't seen that before, and I could see a use case for that.
Yeah, I think multiple options there. I think people like that breakdown of the pricing, and too, like weekly, if you're going to be somewhere for a week and are looking for somebody to hang out with and have some fun with, then like that makes sense. I wonder if they found I'd be curious to see. You just lost the whole microphone.
Lost the whole microphone right there.
That's staying in.
You can't come back.
While you're in it, you should have it a little higher.
Yeah.
Would you like me to update you on the Tinder?
Yeah, what's the Tinder pricing tiers?
I set up my account while we were doing this.
He's back, ladies.
Don't worry.
Bradley is back on Tinder.
Okay, all right. So this is the weekly prices.
Yeah.
Tinder Plus is the first level. That is $12.99. Tinder Gold is the second level. That's $18.99, and then Platinum is $24.99, and that is for just 1 week. Yeah.
That's just 1 week.
It drops insane though with a month. So it's $12.50 per week with 1 month, and that's the Platinum. So it cuts it in half.
But the $12.99, $18.99, and $24.99, I feel like you'd be better off with like a $7.99. There's no psychology to what I'm doing. What I'm saying, by the way, right here. Like a $14.99 and then a $39.99, and really beef up that last one.
Really beef it up. That's kind of how I feel.
Like,
if it's gonna be expensive, like you are committed, you are ready for a date like this weekend, you sign up for Platinum.
We need Tinder. I'm sending a message, Laura. We need Tinder at SubSummit. We want to talk about pricing. So, and we've talked to OkCupid in the past. We had Michelle from Hinge last year. She's up on our main stage, and we're hoping to get OkCupid this year. But I think like really diving into the pricing strategies of these dating apps would be super interesting. We've talked about that before with Washington Post and New York Times at SubSummit in the past. We do talk about pricing strategies because there's a lot to it. and a lot of psychology too. But the weekly pricing is super interesting to me.
I think that I know now we're going back into the whole dating thing, but
we'll jump back.
I've talked about it before. I think their thing really is they're already set up to not have you be on the app for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, HelloFresh, you fall in love with it, you could be a HelloFresh subscriber for the rest of your life. Like Hinge's marketing is to get you off the app. It's designed to be deleted is their slogan. Yeah. So I really do think that's why their short-term pricing is so much more expensive, because they got to make up for, that low LTV, low value customer that you're kind of going to be anyway.
Yeah.
But that's why I talked about Hinge trying to create a whole other side of the app, like designed to be deleted until it's not,
Until it's not. Yeah. And that's in the other side of that app, you marry Bradley for $3.99 a month. $3.
Which is also a viable option.
Yeah.
Actually, I pay him rent, so I already kind of am subscribed to Bradley.
Yeah, you are subscribed.
That's true.
So I saw a headline earlier today, actually, on CNBC. The Netflix CFO came out and said that their ad-free numbers are slightly inflated because of the password sharing thing that they have going on. And I think what that means is like it's not as many new signups in there. So when you see like new people, like people signing up for ad-free, it's not really like new signups. I don't know what that means. I couldn't find any more details on that headline about it. But I do think like, is Netflix, like, are these streaming services hitting their inflection point? And then the other part about this is how long before, like, does Netflix have any live sports yet? Have they experimented? They've done live concerts. Have they done live sports yet?
I don't know if Netflix has done live sports. Not that I know of. I know they've done, like you said, concerts. They have some games. And then they had that interactive show too that was kind of...
So how long before they have to cave to have live sports? Is the future of a streaming service rest in having live sports?
It's getting close to that. It's getting close to that already, because now that it's not just Amazon doing it, now that it's Peacock too,
Apple TV has MLB games and
they have
MLS.
Yeah.
So it's like if I were to look forward and predict yes or no, I would say yes.
So what year do you think it is that Netflix finally adds a live sports?
I say within 2 years.
Within 2 years. I think that's a fair prediction. I actually think they have to be thinking about this right now, right?
100% they are.
Yeah. I think it's coming down the pipeline.
What contract isn't signed yet? I mean,
right. Unless there's a way
the
to
NFL is
sign...
selling primetime games, but like now, Thursday night, Monday night football.
Well, is there NBA? Is NBA in there somewhere?
I think it's less about what is
NBA
assigned.
has their own
who's coming up,
right?
Who's coming up for renewal next,
right?
And where that, but boy, and I do think like, that'll add a lot of users to their base, and that'll totally change it.
Well, but the thing is, consumers are not happy about it either.
No. What do you mean?
Because it's old people, seniors that don't know, they've been watching, football game, college football games.
The Michigan game. So anybody want to watch that Michigan game?
We had to go up to watch. I mean, not like it was a chore to go watch football with my grandpa, but he couldn't watch any of our, football games if we weren't there to go take our Fire Stick up and set it up and show up. He's 85 years old. He doesn't know how to, so that's where I feel like bad. Like they're really the losers in all this, because, he's just used to turning on the local 4 every weekend and watching sports.
But at what point is it going to force everybody to eventually figure it out is the thing.
I mean, at some point that problem's going
to start to figure out itself.
Knowledge will wear itself out. But like, it's where, now bundling really, it's no different than this is the same argument that goes on in streaming all the time. It's at this point, it used to be a deal and now it's not. Not only is it not a deal, but it's a pain in the butt to keep track of who's where and what you need to have to watch what, and I just know like on the local sports radio, no one is happy about it. It's
As far, you mean nobody being
like having Peacock to watch Big Ten games now, and it's not even like every Big Ten game's on Peacock. It's so 1 or 2 a week.
And that's what's weird. Yeah, it's just like 1 or 2 games.
I mean, at the end of the day, the streaming companies have the car. Unless
Sure.
people stop watching sports, which is people
No.
are rabid about sport, it's not going to happen.
You're going to subscribe. You're
It
going to
doesn't
no
matter.
choice.
It doesn't
You have
matter
no
how
choice.
happy you are about
No.
it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah,
So they have leverage.
That's what it is. You're trapped. You have no choice as a consumer. But
Yeah, I mean, unless that's where super bundling comes into play. I mentioned this somewhere on LinkedIn or somewhere, and John Giegengack from Hub Research chimed in, and he did say they have a study coming up about this, one of their most recent studies. So it'll be interesting to see the data behind this and what's consumer sentiment around it, what's coming down the pipeline, what are people looking for? Is there a way to super bundle sports? And not just like the providers, but is there a way to strip those out? Like, okay, you can watch on Peacock, or you can go over here and you have like Michigan, you have Big Ten, you have all these things, and they'll be the ones that pay Peacock for those, like those streaming rights and stuff like that. I saw Disney settled their disagreement with Charter Communications, so everybody gets ESPN again now, and Disney Plus and all the Disney and all these other things with Spectrum and all those guys, but no different than that, where like they can't work out a deal. What you're paying for, it could just go away. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
I wonder if I'm almost more inclined to sign up for like NBA's League Pass now for the year and just have every NBA game. I don't care if I'm not gonna watch them all and I'm gonna overpay. At least I know if I want to watch the NBA, I'm firing up NBA League Pass, their streaming service, and I can watch whatever NBA game.
Yeah, but how
and not have
expensive
to,
is that? Because
well,
I know
that's
NFL,
the thing, and not everyone
So
is
wait,
that
did
way.
you guys
right?
sign up for Red
NFL
Zone?
one, I don't think we did Red Zone, did
No, we haven't done Red
But
Zone
that
this
one,
year.
that one would be the first
That's
one.
great for fantasy.
That's
Yeah.
what we were talking about.
If
But
you're a fantasy
that's
football player.
way more. We're way more inclined to do that than we are to do the entire.
But you haven't
What's
done
their
it.
entire NFL package called again?
I don't know. I think all the pro leagues have them now. MLB
Yeah,
has one, and
Yeah, I can't remember. It's like All Access or something like that.
but you can get deals. Like I just bought the new NBA 2K game came out.
Mhm.
It was $70 for the game, or $100 for the game, and some other incentives, and a full year of NBA League Pass. They come out with
brilliant.
NBA
Yeah,
every.
that's cool.
They come out with a new game every year.
Yep.
As long as I don't get sick of the game,
Yeah.
But I mean, you
30
have to play
bucks for
$60
League
for
Pass.
the game every year,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Or
you're
70
buying it
now. I
every
don't know. Is it 70 yet?
it's 70
Oh
now.
goodness gracious!
Wow.
But it was 60 for 15 years. So
So you do you guys plan to subscribe to the NFL Red Zone or the NFL's subscription package at all?
I think
You're football guys. Go
I
Lions,
think,
by
I
the way.
think
Go
I'm,
Lions.
Yeah,
Go
let's go
Lions.
Lions.
Yeah.
The brand new Lions. I'm pretty well covered, with YouTube TV.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah, I
there's
feel like I'm
if
covered
no need
too.
for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. Yeah,
But Red Zone's like great.
Red
for
Zone's a
people.
lot of fun.
If you
Red
if
Zone
it's
was
this
fun for us
Sunday,
in college.
If you have
if it's
attention
Sunday-
challenges, that's
Yeah, if it's Sunday and there's a ton of games a day and games that go together or overlap in times,
Yeah.
that's when you would do it for sure.
Do any of these services have like affiliate programs? Like if you were incentivized to refer Red Zone to a friend and you got like a month free for every person that signed up underneath you, would you do it?
I don't know. Affiliate referral programs and affiliate programs I'm not out there actively handing it out to my friends because most of them are subscribed already or whatever.
I
But
feel the same way about
if
all of
I
that.
hear of someone one of my friends that's like, hey, thinking about this, like, oh, I'm already subscribed, then I'll look for a referral
Use
program
my
and
link.
send it out. Yeah, use
Yeah.
my link. You might as well. I'm not actively shopping my referral link for anything to
and
people.
that's more the like. I really like the Titan investment app, and every time like I have money conversations with people, I'm like, you should really use Titan because I like everything about it. If you're gonna do it, use my link because then you get $50 and I get $50.
Yeah.
So like, I don't actively post out there like you should use Titan and use my link to make money now.
But that's the same thing
Same
I was
thing with
kind of
Tesla.
mentioning. It's
Yeah.
it's when it comes up, you're like, hey, by the way, if you
Yeah.
do pull the trigger, then use my link.
Yeah. I wonder if just the incentive, like if the incentive was better to get you, I guess I don't like shucking things on people,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I feel like that's what it is sometimes. But this brings me to the affiliate program that we wanted to dive into a little bit here. The Hiya vitamins, HIYA vitamins. These are supplements that my brother uses for his child. and he was saying that, didn't you find this? How'd you?
So Chris sent it to me on Slack today. He mentioned that on Haya's landing page, he was offered a 50% off your first, whatever. I don't know if it was
50%
month.
off your first order.
50% off your first
shipping.
order.
Yep.
And then he also sent me his affiliate link or his referral link. They use Super Affiliate, and it's a nice page. It has a video, and it shows if you sign up through this affiliate link, you'll get 20% off your order.
Gift your friends 20%
your
off.
referral or your referee will get $12 in credit. Or I don't know if it's just $12 one way or another, but that's what Chris had sent me. And what we were curious about is...
This is 20. I'm looking at... So one of the little pop-ups that came out is that, like, gift your friends 20% off their first Haya purchase and earn $20 on each sale. But I feel like if I sent that link to somebody, they're going to get to the homepage and be like, well, I'll just use the 50% off.
20 on each sale. Is that for recurring?
Oh, I wonder.
If you refer someone, are you getting a 20? There's no way you're getting a $20 kickback every month.
Use your earn rewards however you like, apply them. Yeah, that's interesting.
What we were trying to figure out is do you think Haya prefers one offer to the other? You know, I just based on Jay Myers talking at SubSummit in Orlando in 2022, subscription death curve.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, holy crap, was that eye-opening as to how important referral programs are, right?
Especially with parents. They refer the crap out of anything that they love and talk to the kids about. And a lot of these parents love like posting on Facebook about it and posting their link. I know if I were to get the first one with my kids' vitamins, if they like the vitamins, then I'm going to keep them in infinity. As long as I know they're good for my kids, they enjoy them, keep them coming, right? And so, yeah, if somebody asked me like, oh my gosh, yeah, Allie, Morgan, Parker, Logan love these vitamins, you should get some. I'll send you a link because you'll get 20% off.
So here's where Chris was curious, and Chris and I, it feels like they're two separate funnels, right? You know, you're either going to refer someone or you're going to capture someone that just stumbles on your landing page, whether that's through whatever, organic or PPC, however they're getting you to their landing page to see that offer. What Chris mentioned is if I'm going to refer someone and they get 20% off and I get $12, or if it's someone I'm referring and they can get 50% off,
right,
I'm probably going to tell them to just go to the landing page and get the 50% off.
Or they might go to the website and see that offer and then they'll take that 50% off instead.
So and Chris was saying, he's like, I don't even care that I get a $12 or $20 kickback, whatever it was. Right. If my friend that I'm referring is going to get a better price through this other offer, I'm going to send them that way. So on the back end, I'm just curious what Haya's CAC is, and is it net? They don't really care either way, whether they're paying out, credit to their referees and they're capturing people at 20% or they capture that 50%.
This feels like it's not, maybe the 50% off your first order is not an all the time. This is a back to school special. And so my guess is this is their time to capture this audience. So the referral program is probably the best that has to offer out there, but they know when kids get back to school, I can tell you, I tweeted this out today. The morning routine for my wife now is to read from the mom's text chain which kids have which sicknesses right now, because they're all back in school. They're all getting all these germs and they're all getting sick from each other. Morgan has a sore throat. This kid, Parker has a headache today. And then some friend's kid is throwing up, whatever. So parents are actively seeking out vitamins right now because they know their kids want to build up their immunity, keep them healthy as they're being exposed to all these germs again, going back to school. This is the time to capture as many as you can on that first order.
That makes so much more sense. I did not realize
let's come back around to this later on. And I didn't think about it either until this moment, right? As a parent, even like, oh, now I understand as I'm reflecting on like the tweet I put out earlier today. Now I just connected it. So like, let's come back around to this. Let's mark this and come back around and see if we see an offer better than this in the future. Then that's confusing, right? Like, are you stealing from your referral sources, your affiliates? So we're working to get these guys. We've had some conversations with them here and there, hoping to get them at SubSummit.
Or even just on the
on the podcast.
Even just to chat with you for 10 minutes or something.
I love to talk through that strategy a little bit.
Fun to hear
what's
what
more
they're
insights
thinking.
on that. Come reach out to us. All right, let's. How are we doing on time, Bradley? What are we at?
We are at 37 minutes.
Cool. Then we're gonna save your RoboMower conversation for an offline chat.
We could do
Because
that.
that'll drag out for a while. But it is time for Name That. You got to do it with me.
Oh, gosh. I was preparing for the dance.
Oh, yeah. It's time for
Name That Subscription.
Oh, yeah. You got to give a little affirmation in the mic,
Yeah.
Alex. Usually
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what we.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little ad lib action. There you go.
Just affirmation of the dancing part. Like,
yeah.
So next time.
And actually,
Next
Name
time.
That Subscription today will be hosted by me.
Bradley.
I
Wait,
am
we're
going to be the
turning-
one
Wah, wah, wah.
that is giving you the questions.
We're turning the tables.
We're
Turn the
turning the
tables.
tables.
All right,
Yeah.
so if you haven't followed this long before, there are 4 rounds. Each round we go without guessing the subscription. Our point total that we can earn decreases. We are playing across the series of episodes for a total of 100 points. At 100 points, the office gets a pizza party. We've earned 20 points so
What?
far. Yeah, it's going to be
Pizza party.
wild.
I should have made these questions a lot easier.
Yeah, and you cannot throw it. Pizza party of your choice could be Buddy's Pizza, it could be Little Caesars, it could be Jets, it could be Capri Pizza on Southfield at 13 and Greenfield. It could be really whatever you want. And so excited to
Zabat.
keep playing. Yeah, some Zabat pizza. We'll just keep pushing the button to get pizzas to come out. All right, Bradley.
I'm ready to roll.
Kick
Are
us
you
off. Let's
guys
go.
ready?
Yeah. Oh,
All
wait, I need a new
right.
piece of paper.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
like that, you
Get
have
the
one.
piece of paper.
Write down the clues.
All right, so this is the beginning round for 20 points. Some tough clues here. Let's see. In 2022, this company had a revenue of $7.4 billion.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's up there. That's a B.
Okay.
the market size is $455 billion.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's a big market.
It's a big market.
That's a big market. And the last clue for this section is a little bit easier than what we normally do for the 20 points.
Okay.
This was nominated for the Cube Awards 2 times. It has not won.
2 times it has not won. Can
Yeah.
we know what category?
Nope. That's way too easy.
Over the course of all the Cube Awards, the 5+ years
Since
of Cube Awards.
2016. What year was the first Cube Awards?
2017.
2017.
2-time nominee, 0 wins. Interesting.
2-time nominee. Paul, I don't know. I'm going to have to lean on you here.
7.4 billion total market size. This feels like a streaming provider. Mainly because it's a big market size. It also could be a publication. And they command a smaller size of the market. A 2-time nominee. I don't know if Disney Plus has been nominated twice, but they could have. They've won before though, so it's not Disney Plus.
No, he said they've never won.
Yeah, they've never won. So
Oh, Disney Plus has one. Okay.
yeah, they've won before, so it's not Disney Plus. It's not Max. Netflix, but I feel like Netflix is bigger than that. I feel like Netflix is bigger than 7.4 billion, so it's not Netflix. Do you want to take any wild guesses? I may have led us down a wrong path with streaming here, but I feel pretty confident in that
Take
direction.
the guess. What do you think?
I mean, I
Hulu been nominated?
I think the revenue's off, but I think I'm gonna guess Netflix.
It is not Netflix.
Oh God, I thought you was gonna say it is Netflix. I was gonna go crazy.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. This is set 2 for 10 points. This company, their subscription offering began in 2019, but the original company itself was founded in 1923.
There you go.
Wait. You started talking. I couldn't hear the clue. What's this?
Subscription offering began in 2019.
Yep.
But the company itself started in 1923.
1923.
It's gotta be
It's the New York Times.
New
No,
York
New York
Times.
Times has won before. No. No. Wait, their digital offering or their actual subscription offering?
I can tell you that it's digital.
Okay. Their digital offering started in
Gotta be
2019.
media.
It's Washington Post.
It is not Washington Post.
Dang it. Wall Street Journal.
It is not.
Wait,
I'm not gonna allow
Just
you
rapid fire
anymore.
guessing. You should.
I'm leaning more towards the publication side of things because if you started in 1923,
Have we had any magazines nominated?
Gosh almighty, you're asking me to remember things right now. Like I'm some sort of savant.
I've only been around since.
This
22.
is, boy, oh boy, since 1923. Okay, were there other clues in this round, Bradley?
Yes, there is.
Okay, go for it.
Publicly traded at 83 a share. Increased price 3 times since launch.
In 19?
No, not in, you're talking about 1923.
No, since 2019 when they launched digital, they've increased price.
That's correct. Increased price 3 times, and average monthly revenue of $6.58 per paying subscriber.
This is not New York Times?
This is not New York Times.
They've won.
I know, but I just thought maybe he's wrong.
We were wrong.
You were wrong?
Regarding the Cube Awards.
Yeah.
Regarding the Cube Awards.
This is not, it's not Disney.
It's Disney.
It's Disney.
What? Oh, yeah, Disney Plus in 2019 makes sense.
I know the share price.
In the 20.1.
I did.
You had it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and
Are
you
you
did-
sure that they won?
I'm 90% sure because we had their trophy for a long time and we couldn't figure out where to send it off to. They couldn't make it that year, and then we never got an address. But I could be wrong. I thought it was a COVID year in 2020. Haven't checked 2020.
Okay, I'll check.
Um,
I'll give you the 10. I'll
Paul,
give you the 10.
No, I want the 20.
Paul should get the 20.
If it is
For the
a
pizza
Cube
party,
Award,
okay, yeah.
So if it is a Cube
for
Award,
the pizza party.
if it's actually a Cube Award winner, I'll give you the 20.
Okay.
If it is not, then I'll give you the 10.
All right, so
All
ladies
right,
and
well
gentlemen,
done, Paul. You were on. You had the you had the scent early. You could
That
smell
was
it.
good. That was
You
good.
sniffed
I'm
it
glad
out.
we finally got enough to where it felt like you could answer earlier on.
Yeah.
Paul was all over it.
Yes, you were on
Sorry, I
streaming,
got
which
really
was
excited.
great.
No,
Alex.
it did nothing for me.
The next ones that were coming up, and you eventually, Alex, at these next ones, I think you'd get it. We said iconic. I don't know how much that helps, but maybe a little bit if you're thinking it's Hulu. I wouldn't say Hulu's iconic. Content creation space, commonly offered in a bundle. Companies operated under employees 223.
Isn't Hulu in the bundle with Disney Plus?
That's what we're
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was all 3 of us use this. The company, I think this would have got you there. The company that owns them also has
Also owns
majority
everything.
market share in 2 other streaming services.
Oh yeah.
So Hulu,
ESPN and Hulu,
Plus.
yeah.
That would have got you there. So
Nice. Well done, Bradley and
Yep.
Chris.
So you
That
would
was
have got
fun.
5 if you didn't get, but you might have got 20. So we're gonna find out. Chris
Now-
is double checking right now.
Yeah, I'm really curious whether or not they won.
I'll put it in the sub to team chat
Here it
too.
is. I found it. 2020 Cube Awards featured 150 total submissions, 50 nominations, and 10 winners. Best streaming Disney Plus.
Wow,
Nice.
we'll blame that on Chris.
20
that
points,
we gave away
baby.
20 points.
Nice
Yeah.
done,
Congratulations, Congratulations,
Thank
Paul.
you,
Good
thank
work.
you.
That'll get us closer to
This
our-
is huge. That brings our point total towards the pizza party to 40 points.
All right.
Yeah,
We need 100.
we need 100. We
All
are
right.
We are 3 podcasts away if we can do
Potentially.
well. of
Potentially,
getting
yeah.
a pizza party. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Oh my
wait.
gosh, if you're guessing, we're in good shape.
Oh man, hey, this is a good podcast, guys. Alex, thanks for being here. And
As
being
always.
part of it. And
Thank
Bradley,
you for having me.
always a great job
Get some-
driving. Want to remind our audience, if you liked it, if you enjoyed listening to it, always sharing it with a friend is super important and greatly appreciated. Give it a like. And remember, if we get to that 100 likes, we say 100 likes or 100 views?
100 likes.
100 likes.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here for 100 hours. And want to thank everybody for continuing to support our podcast, listening, tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.